Everyone here with children, you went through the birthing process at some point. We men, we went through it from a distance. We just witnessed it. We were giving the ice chips, trying not to be devoured by our wives while they were in the midst of labor pains, right? But how does it begin? Well, even before you enter into labor, there are these things called Braxton Hicks contractions, sort of false labor. I remember when Jackie and I, when she was with child with Richie, our firstborn, I remember us going to the emergency room more than once thinking that she was in labor only to be sent home. After you have that first child, ladies, you could probably tell the younger ladies here, you don't confuse Braxton Hicks contractions anymore with the real thing, do you? You know the difference. But even once the real labor begins, what are you doing? You're timing those contractions. And they start off farther apart and with less intensity. As you get closer and closer to the birth of the baby, the contractions become more rapid and there's more strength. I think that's what Jesus is telling us, that we're going to see this sort of thing all throughout the age when he's away. But just prior to his return, there's going to be an intensification. These things are going to be happening with more rapidity and with greater intensity. Especially when you get to the great tribulation, the last part of the 7 years of tribulation that the Bible speaks of on this earth. Tribulation like the world has never seen before and will never see after. Why is Jesus telling us this? Because he wants our faith not only to be submissive, he wants our faith to be stable. In fact, three things that this means for us. One, it says to us that this chaos that we see in the world, it does not mean that God has lost control. Jesus says these things must. The little word "day," it means it is necessary. It is necessary that these things take place. All of this is being ruled over by God. How many of you know this morning that God rules over the chaos? From our vantage point, it looks like chaos. From the vantage point of heaven, there is no chaos. That is not to deny that man's sin has brought into the world disruption. There's all the fruit of destruction and heartache and pain and loss and confusion that sin brings. That's a reality. But despite that reality, our God is sovereign and he rules over it all in such a way that his perfect plans are never thwarted. His will be done every single time. All of his decrees will be perfectly fulfilled. We need to know that. We must know that. Our God has not lost control. And as I said earlier, that is not just true with the big picture of the whole world. That's true with your life and my life. Any chaos in your life right now? Anything that seems like chaos? Things happening maybe even with, rapid fire frequency, and you're thinking, where is this coming from and what is the purpose for it? I just want you to be assured this morning, your sovereign God rules over it. He's got a purpose for it, and his purposes are good. His plans for you are good, not evil. What he's doing for his glory and for the good of you, one of his people. So when it seems like things are spinning out of control, we trust our perfect and sovereign God.